Hey there, welcome back to Nugget Economics. I'm James from Best Association, and in today's episode we're going to talk about the overview of oil market during this COVID-19 pandemic. But before getting into that, I would like to say something. As you may have noticed, today's episode will be in full English. Why is that so? Well, it's because Best Association is the student association of Business Economics undergraduate major in Universitas Prasetya Mulia. And in this major, we study in full English except for a few subjects that we use Bahasa Indonesia or chosen foreign language. Therefore, we would like to give you a taste of what it's like to study business and economics in our major. But there's also Bahasa Indonesia subtitle if you click on the subtitle button right here. Some of you who are watching this video right now may still be searching for a university major to specialize in. Therefore, if you happen to be interested in both business and economics, how about checking out the Business Economics undergraduate program offered by Universitas Prasetya Mulia. If you would like to know more about this program, there's a link down below which you can check, and in that link you can see everything about the Business Economics undergraduate program. Alright, moving on. Our student association has various departments, one of which is the Research and Development Department, or more commonly known as the R&D. Today's content is brought to you by them. After their hard work of researching for weeks, they are Hadassah, Irfan, and David. So, without further ado, let's meet them. Wait, we cannot meet each other because of the COVID-19. Okay then, I'll just call them via Zoom. So, Hadassah, Irfan, and David. Okay. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I'm good. You guys ready? Okay, let's do this.
Hey guys, so today we're going to discuss the oil market, especially in this current situation, the coronavirus, and what's been happening actually. A few months ago we heard news about the oil industry. It's going bad, but what exactly is happening? Before we get to that, let's discuss actually what oil is. Oil is one of the world's most important commodities. It's used everywhere for energy, for going to school, for fuel, and even to make plastics. Did you know that, guys? To make plastics, yes, it is that important. And therefore, in normal conditions, oil supply and the demand for oil is actually quite high, but the supply is limited by the OPEC. Yeah, it is. So there's a demand and supply there, and we will get to that shortly. But you guys know what happened? A few months ago, oil prices dropped. It didn't drop to $1. It didn't even drop to $0. It dropped to $. Negative. That isn't pretty, and we'll get to that. So before we get, analyzing the news and stuff, we have to know how the oil market actually works. So the oil market is not traded just like, hey, I want to buy oil. Yeah, here's your oil. No, it's actually in this thing called the futures market. Yes, and the futures market is basically, we set the prices now, currently, this day, but the commodities are going to be delivered next month. For example, when the negative prices for oil was in the 20th of April. And so these oil barrels are going to be delivered in May. But after that, after the negative prices, for example, in May, the prices were positive, then the deliveries on June is going to be, positive with the prices of May. So that's a little bit about the futures market. Now, back to the oil's negative price. A few weeks ago, oil prices dropped sharply until the prices were at a negative. So what happened? What happened, world? It literally means that companies worldwide are paying people to take oil. Not just, it's like, hey, I want to buy oil. And then this company is giving the oil for free whilst also giving money. So that's free oil plus free money. Hello, what's going on? So we know that in the beginning of 2020 wasn't the greatest time. There's the coronavirus, and it's been a hard time, a huge sadness for a lot of people all over the world. And we've been facing so many policies such as the work from home and also social distancing. But what happens more than that is a really low consumer demand, not only for mobility but everywhere, for businesses, for manufacturing, for F&B, for everything. And it's been really hard. But again, transportation, the transport industry has been one of the industries that is hit it the most. Flights are canceled, shipments are canceled, cars, they're just staying at home. And so the prices of oil would, of course, drop. But apart from mobility, actually oil is used as other things. Oils can make medicine. Yeah, it can. It can make plastic, like I've said before. It can make your clothes. Well, this is cotton, but yeah, polyester. A lot of stuff is made out of oil, guys. And this is actually from the petrochemical industry. It's a process called polymerization. And yeah, they use fossil fuel. But again, because of the coronavirus, demand has been really low. And so it's not just because of mobility, but it's also because of everything, a really bad economic condition. So for example, in March, the IEA reported that oil demand is down by around 90,000 barrels a day from 2019. Can you imagine that? This is a sharp downgrade from forecasts in February, which predicted that global oil demand would grow by 825,000 barrels a day in 2020 relative to 2019. So that is a huge difference, guys. It's not growing, it's going down. This sharp decrease in demand, it still doesn't make sense. If no one's using oil, then it should probably be valued at $0 per barrel. But why is it at a negative? It doesn't make sense. Why? Before we get to that, we gotta look deeper, guys, into the history. A bit of history of oil, not too far. It's just 5 years ago, 5 years ago, well, actually in 2014, there was a similar thing that happened. Oil prices also dropped from $114 per barrel to about $27 in 2016. You gotta know the big players. There's OPEC, but there was also Russia and the United States. And they were worried. What's happening with my oil? Why is it getting down? And well, because of that, they created an informal alliance called the OPEC Plus. So it's basically OPEC and non-OPEC producers. And what happened is, fast forwarding to now, in January 2020, this alliance, OPEC Plus, kinda didn't work out. Now, on to you, Irfan Shah.